Hey guys, so we are thinking here about subtracting fractions, right? We're finding the difference. And kind of a pro tip here, something new to think about is helping yourself find common denominators with smaller numbers, which is friendlier to do, right? So, one way you can do that is you can check and see as you look at a fraction, you can ask yourself, well, can these be simplified before I even start looking for a common denominator? And in this case, 2/9 and 1/6, there's not a factor that, two ninths can't be simplified. They're not both even, they're not both divisible by 3 or 9. And same with 1/6, right? One is already as simple as it'll go. So this one can't be simplified before you solve. So let's look over here at number two. So 16/25 and 2/4. Well, what we can find here is that we know for sure that 2/4, both those numbers are even. So they can both be simplified first if we want them to, right? So we could say, all right, I'm going to go ahead and turn 2/4 into 1/2, right? And then I have 16/25. They're not both even. They can't both be divided by 3 or 4 or 5. So this one can't be simplified anymore. But I now have smaller numbers to work with, right? So if I want to, instead of making my denominator, my common denominator, all the way up to 100, say, now it'll be easier to find 50 as my common denominator, half the size. So, a pro tip here is to check to see if you can simplify before you start to solve it, before you start to find a common denominator. And it might just end up saving you some time in the end.